Hey everyone, it's me Danny, and today I'm going to show you how to hand raise mice. Now, if you don't know what hand raising mice is, it's fairly self-explanatory. It's basically you have to hand raise the mouse. So raising them in your hand, you need to feed them formula or milk, and you need to raise them alone or by yourself because either they've been abandoned by their mother or their mother is a threat to them, they've been orphaned, or in my case, the mother is very lackadaisical and not hands-on with them, and she's also not producing enough milk. So I have, for this video, separated the mother from the mice. It's okay, the mother has a cage mate, and the cage mate is actually more hands-on with the babies than she is. Anytime I've gone near the cage since they were born, she's kind of let them alone to run on her wheel. She knows that they're safe with me. She doesn't mind me poking around the bedding or checking on them or anything because she trusts me. She knows that they're safe with me, and I've raised her as well, so it's okay. But a lot of mothers do have separation anxiety, so if you were trying to hand raise a mouse but also let the mother kind of do some of the raising, maybe during the night as they need to be fed every 2 hours or something, then maybe don't do this. Anyway, the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the tank that they're in just for this video. So usually they gravitate towards each other to stay warm, but they're on top of a hot water bottle right now, so that's okay, that's fine. I just have at the end of this tank, just so it's a little warmer and more comfortable for them, I have kitchen roll. So there are 7 mice, there's 1 runt, and as you probably know, with mouse litters, a lot of them tend to pass away. Some of them can pass away at 3 weeks old, some of them can pass away when they're only a few hours old. Some of them are born stillborn, so it is a huge thing with mice to kind of be hands-on with them for the first 3 weeks because they can't contain their own body heat. They need to get heat from elsewhere in the first 3 weeks. So the first thing you want to do in this hand raising video is you want to fill up a kettle and you want to boil it, which I have already done. And then you want to fill a hot water bottle, which I have already done here. So this is our hot water bottle. I have wrapped it up in a pet blanket, which I got for €1 in Eurogiant. If you don't have a hot water bottle, you can use one of these if you have it. They are these beady teddy things that are full of beads. You pop them into your microwave for a certain amount of seconds, depending on your microwave temperature, and they heat up. They stay warm for a few hours, just like hot water bottles. They're not as good. They don't keep the heat in much, so I would suggest going and getting a hot water bottle if you can, but some people can't, so if you have one of these, they're a great alternative. Once you have your hot water bottle filled, wrap it up in that pet blanket, or another thing that you can use is a tea towel or any kind of material really, even a pillowcase in case it's too warm. Remember, don't put it into the tank. Whatever you do, do not put the hot water bottle into the tank. Put it underneath the tank where the kittens are above it. Next, what you do with your kettle of hot water is you fill a bowl about 3/4 of the way I've done to this one. This is just a regular cereal bowl, and it is filled to here. So yeah, so about 3/4 of the way. Next, what you do is I have gotten this, which is a Pyrex glass. Place it down in the center of the bowl with hot water in it. Next, what you do is you gather your milk or your formula. I have gotten milk, so this is puppy milk made from goat's milk, which is sold in Tesco. I got it for 99 cents for 200 mils of it, which is very good. I bought 4 cartons and they can be opened for for 3 days. They can stay open for 3 days so long as you're refrigerating them after they're opened, which is exactly why I'm about to heat up this milk now. So you just want to give your carton a bit of a shake. This has already been opened because it was in my refrigerator and I gave them some yesterday. So I'm just gonna pour in a little bit. Doesn't really matter how much you pour in. They don't really drink much. And because you need to dilute it with some water, so I'm going to dilute it with the kettle water, which I have let cool down. So it is now 1 part milk, 4 to 5 times water, and you just want to get a fork or a spoon, or I'm going to use my paintbrush because that's what I will be feeding them with, and just give it a bit of a stir. Then you place it down into the bowl of water again. Now, when I say place it down into the bowl of water, this is what I mean. I don't mean pour it into the bowl of water, I just mean place the glass in it so it can warm up. So just dab your finger into it and dab your finger into the milk, and you can tell yourself if it's too warm for them or not. They're only small. Now, the next thing is you have to feed them with either a paintbrush. I'm using this. You can use pretty much any paintbrush so long as it has a small head on it. So it's brand new, it has never had paint on it or anything, but make sure that you do rinse it with boiling water first. So in case you don't have paintbrushes at all, what you can also use is you can use a syringe, like one that you would put into a child's mouth to give them medication, or you can use eyedroppers to put drops into your eyes. You can use twine, so the string that you would wrap parcels up with, you can dip it in and they will suck the milk off it. But I find that this is easier for precision, for being able to control it a bit more than twine, and also you can actually accidentally feed the mice too fast if you're using eyedroppers or a syringe, which makes them breathe it in into their lungs, and it can be seen coming out their nose sometimes. It's awful. You can drown a mouse that way, so I like to use a paintbrush. So what you want to keep on standby is kitchen roll and cotton buds. So these things that you use to clean your ears, or as a makeup artist would call them, Q-tips to clean your makeup. So you must be very delicate picking up the baby mice. I'm going to show you this one here in my hand. So they're still pinkies. A pinky mouse is where they have no fur yet. You can see kind of the colouring of their eyes through their skin, and the milk belt is down here. So that little white strip on their tummy is how much milk they have in them. Now, they should always have a milk belt. If you find mice in the wild that you think have been abandoned, you should check their milk belt. If you can't see any milk, then you need to act fast. So what I'm going to do here is it's trying to wriggle away on me. You need a delicate, gentle but firm grip on the mouse. So they will suck the milk from the paintbrush. This one is a real wriggler. So I don't think you can see it there. The camera isn't focusing very well, but she is drinking, or he is drinking. We don't know yet. We can't sex them just yet. So what you want to do then is you want to get your Q-tip and you want to just, I'm sorry, they move around a lot, so you want to just clean them up very, very delicately. You just want to make sure that there's no milk left on them, that their mouth and nose is dry. So that is how you hand raise a mouse. You need to make sure that they're in around 26 to 27 degrees all the time, so that the room is, or that the hot water bottle is, or whatever kind of heating thing you were giving them heat through. Another good heating thing as well is a heating pad. It's like an electric blanket, only they're very small. You put it under only half of the nest because you'd never want your hot water bottle, your heating pad, or your warmie or the beady teddy thing I showed you to be taking up all of the tank, because you want them to have an option to be hot or warm. So that is pretty much the entire video. I have fed them all at this point. I'm going to let them rest in with their mother. I'm going to remove them from this tank and put them in with their mother and make sure that the area where they're going in the tank has lots of soft, warm bedding materials to keep them warm, and that there is no seed shells or anything that the mother would be eating over there. So yeah, best of luck with hand raising your mice. Remember, please don't do this as an option unless they are abandoned, orphaned, or the mother can't produce enough milk or is a threat to them. And please let me know how you get on in the comments